So we're going live first.
Oh, who gives a shit? Preparing to live stream the meeting.
Okay.
Dude, tell me what it's. Wait, is it live?
It's live right now.
Is it live right now?
Yeah.
Did that work? Did that work?
Yeah.
Dude, tell me what it's. Wait, is it live?
Yeah, it's live right now.
Is it live right now?
Yeah, we're live streaming.
Oh, God, what the hell's happening? Did that work? Stop it all. Oh my God! Stop Did that work? Everything.
Yeah.
Stop everything. What the fuck is going on?
If you're live streaming, a YouTube window should have opened.
Stop!
Okay, so Jeff, here's the thing. You want to turn the volume all the way down from YouTube and use the Zoom app because there is going to be a little bit of a delay.
Oh, man.
Dude, I'm so confused. You're talking to me twice.
Yeah, so open up the YouTube tab.
This is what time travel is?
I'm hearing myself right now and I don't know what to do. Okay. Yeah. I got it. Oh, it's hot and mute it.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what a nightmare that was.
And then you just look through the Zoom app because it's going to be delayed.
Oh my God. That was a living hell.
Is that what it's like in the movie Interstellar? When at the end,
I have no idea what the
McConaughey,
beginning of that episode or this episode was like.
It's what it is.
Anyway, welcome Rim Tip Timmy's Fun Time Hour. I'm your host, Rim Tim Timmy. Never want to do this again.
You know, that's how we learn. We fall. What do we have? What happens when we fall?
All right, shut up. Did you make your movie list?
Yeah.
You did? You got 100 movies.
No, I didn't make my list.
Well, very good.
But I started it.
Then I guess we're just going to read my 100 movies.
I will give you some of them, but they're not in order.
We did the math, and you can't watch some movies over a period of 5 years. You need a list of 100 movies that you can watch once every 18 days to enjoy them. It's the only way you can enjoy movies you like.
Okay, let me hear your...
100. You have a list of 100, and once every 18 days, you get to watch your favorite movie. So every 18 days, you get to experience your favorite movie. If you have 100 favorite movies, you get to relive them like they're new every 18 days.
Okay, Rim, let's hear yours.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. When I made my list, here's what I found out, is that people change.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, okay.
What I mean is that like
you could change over the course.
Movies that I used to really love, I don't love so much anymore. But then I go, is it the 5-year theory where I've just seen them in the past 5 years and I just need to let them, sit for a while longer?
Okay.
I'm thinking specifically of a movie called Lars and the Real Girl. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Oh my God.
That's with Ryan Gosling.
John, I need you to be a cinephile today.
I'm pretty good. You're not.
John, Lars and the Real Girl. Anyways, movie used to mean a lot to me. When I was making my list, I go, I'm not sure I ever want to see it again, though. It's about a guy who's in love with a doll.
Like Mannequin. Just kidding.
Well, no, it is a mannequin.
Oh.
He's in love with a mannequin.
Have you heard of the movie Mannequin?
Yeah, John, with Kim Cattrall.
Yeah.
John, you're speaking to a cinephile here. You yourself are not one.
All right.
Know who you're with. Know your opponent, John.
All right, Rim.
Know your opponent. I've studied you. I know all of your weaknesses and your very few strengths. But
I have no weaknesses. That's not sure I do.
John, you got to know your opponent. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't know we were opponents.
Of course.
Okay.
What the hell do you think this was?
This is going to be a 30-hour live stream if you don't get through this list.
Movie 1.
Wait a minute. Why was it Lars? Was it Lars? Is Lars and the Real Girl on the list anymore?
No, it's on that. No, because it's like No, but see, this is where I get in the problem. I go, is it because? But then I go, no, because I haven't seen it probably in over 5. No, I've probably seen it in about 5 years. I can't tell if I don't want to see it again because I've seen it within this 5-year window, or if I've outgrown it. So there's some that it's like the problem when making the list is there's movies I'm more enthusiastic about writing down, but then I go, is it because I haven't seen them in a while, or is it because they just speak to me better now? Like take this movie, number 1 on my list, Mad Max Fury Road, right?
Great movie.
Great movie. Definitely seen it within the past 5 years many times. And I want to see it again. So it's like that's on the list.
Okay. Is that number 1?
Yeah, I mean, John, I have okay, truth be told, I have 73 movies.
Okay.
73 movies right now. I don't know if we want to go one by one, or if I should just give you the highlights. But then there's like then one of the movies I wrote Philip Seymour Hoffman. Because here's the thing.
Anything he does should be
well, yes and no. The problem is it's like I couldn't name one Philip Seymour Hoffman movie that I'm like, I need to see that movie over and over the rest of my life. Like I need to see his scenes. Like if there was like a supercut movie of just his scenes, like for example, Along Came Polly, never need to see that movie again, except for his scenes because he's incredible in it. Like Charlie Wilson's War, he's amazing in it. Don't ever need to see the movie again. So like there's a problem where I ran into. It's like God, I like A Most Wanted Man.
What about The Talented Mr. Ripley? That's a movie that I would see again.
Oh, well, Philip Seymour Hoffman's in that one. But John, this isn't a list of movies you would see again. This is a list of the movies you love, John, that you love more than anything. These are your desert island movies. And the whole point of this exercise is that you could watch them anew for the first time every 5 years. Because that's the amount of time it takes you to kind of forget your favorite movie.
Yeah.
So these aren't, John, there's many good movies that are objectively good that didn't make my list.
What can you define the qualities? Is that possible? Are there any common qualities between each one?
Yes, John. They speak to your heart, John.
I'm asking
a common quality.
I'm asking you to look inside that heart with a microscope and to see if you can distill those qualities into essences that people could use.
All right, John,
to find those movies.
Here you go. Here, you want to be therapist? Here you go. In one sense, I got
therapist.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah.
And then a few spots down, I have Twister.
What's a quality between the two, or what is something
have,
they make you
John,
feel?
somewhere on here where I've got You've Got Mail, and then right above it I have Freddy Got Fingered.
So there is a commonality.
What's the common thread there, John?
What's the common thread between Freddy Got Fingered?
I can tell you what the common thread is. They both speak to me, John. That's the common thread. It's an intangible thing.
So it's important to know yourself in order to know your movie list.
Oh my God. No shit, John. No fucking shit. No fucking shit, John.
Listen, Rim, I think I know you more than
John.
I know my opponent.
John,
here.
the insights you provide are just they're worth every penny I'm paying you.
I'm trying to translate. Yeah, you don't pay me. I'm trying to translate.
John, the only
this
way
for the
you
common
can translate
man.
is give me the movies that speak to you, man. What are the movies that you have to see once every 5 years?
I'm afraid if I start listing those movies for myself, you'll judge me.
John, no.
Based off of that movie.
John, I just told you that You've Got Mail and Freddy Got Fingered are two of my favorite movies.
Okay, then let me list a couple of mine that I know for sure would be on that list that I could watch once every 5 years, as if I'm experiencing it for the first time. I'm going to name one, and I know immediately you'll judge me for it.
Well, if it's a bad movie, yeah. What is it?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Why would I judge you? It's a great movie.
Because I think it's a little bit
John,
of a cliche.
here's where I'm going to judge you, is I don't think you actually want to watch it that much.
No. Fuck you.
Okay. All right. There we go.
I love that movie. That movie,
right. Okay,
that
it's
movie,
on your list.
That movie can make me cry every single time.
Right. We're at 1. What's 2?
Another one. This cannot be
Why
in
would I
order.
judge you for that, man? I'm only going to judge you if you're bullshitting me.
All right. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay. You love that movie?
I do. Oh my God. If you
See,
rewatch
like,
that movie,
I objectively know that that's a great movie. I objectively know it. It
Yes,
is
I
a
do
great
too.
movie. I'm like good though. You know, that's the difference. Like I'm good.
if you rewatch like the first,
No, I know it's
half
great,
of it-
John. It's great. It's just like I just like, you know, I'm good.
okay.
Like here's the thing, John. We're
Um,
talking about. We're kind of like this movie. This game is a little bit like what's your favorite kind of pizza? Where you
uh-huh.
go, all pizza's great, but you got a favorite kind.
But in this case, we need
this
100,
exercise.
100 different types of pizza.
Yeah, Willy Wonka's great sliced pizza. It's just not Hawaiian.
not
You
your
know what
slice.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, I like Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah. Okay. Those two would easily make the list. They've
Okay,
already
we're
got
off
the
to
keys.
2.
They've already got the keys to the kingdom.
Okay, what do you got for 3? Oh, John, you're already out. You're already out.
I'm not out. All
Oh
right.
my God, John.
I'm asking.
I
Excuse
got
me.
to 73.
Excuse me for being thoughtful. I'm trying.
John, who's the thoughtful person here? The guy came up with 73 movies, and the guy's like, I'm out.
Did it take you? How long did it take you to come up with those?
5 minutes. I
took you
shit
5
you
minutes.
not.
All right,
I
well, then-
shit you not.
Then I guess I'm a slower thinker. I
I
think
thought I had a
more
cinephile
slowly.
here, John. I thought
All right. Can I give you another one, please?
Fight Club.
Please. Ugh. Alien.
Yeah, no shit. That's on my list.
It's on my list.
What's on my list?
Okay, great. We're both kings.
Is Aliens on your list?
Yes,
Aliens is not.
it would be on
my
mine.
list.
It would make mine.
Okay. What about Alien Insurrection?
Oh, don't insult me.
Dude,
You know
whole
what movie
Alien
would make my
franchise is
list?
pretty fun. Alien Insurrection's an underrated movie, actually.
A movie that I watched with you for the first time, and I know it's objectively not a great movie, but it's just, or maybe it is. I think it's objectively not an incredible movie, but it's just so fun. Is Predator?
Dude, of course. What do you mean? That's a great action.
I watched it with you for the first time.
That's not. That would be a borderline pick for me. It's borderline, so it can't go on the list. That's like pretty damn close though for me.
I think an obvious one is like for me, like the first Back to the Future.
Oh, the Back to the Future 1 and 2 in
With
100%. Those are like, and Back to the Future is like top 5 all time.
Yeah.
That's up there where it may need to come back. Yeah, no, it's got to stay in the 5-year cycle because I've just seen it too many times. Like it still needs a 5-year buffer because I've seen it way too many times.
Another one that would make the list for me that I've heard some people call boring, but for me it's just personal because of when I saw it in my youth is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That's great, but John, it may not apply to you anymore. Do you need to see that movie again now? Or like soon? That's the thing. That's also the thing.
I mean, I don't think I've seen it in about 10 years.
But that doesn't mean it's like, do you like need to see it? Like you haven't seen it 10 years? Okay. Do you need to see it now? I think the answer is no.
I guess not.
If it's been 10 years and you haven't watched it, it's out. Sorry.
Okay, I guess not.
Let's see.
Okay, there's a movie I do need to see now that is a Jack Nicholson movie.
Okay.
As Good as It Gets.
Yeah, that used to be one of my that used to be really big for me. Let me think about
That's
this.
probably up. That's probably in my this episode should just be called Movie Talk.
You don't need to title everything, John. Let's see. As Good as it, you know what? I'm like, why isn't As Good as It Gets on my list? And I go, I've probably seen it within 5 years because I used to watch that movie all the time.
It's probably one of my favorite romantic comedies ever.
Oh yeah, it's definitely up there. Also, ready for a hot take?
Okay.
You've Got Mail is the far superior movie than to Sleepless in Seattle. Far superior.
I don't know how hot of a take that is. Well, okay.
Of course it is. One is universally known as like one of the great romantic comedies the other time. You've Got Mail's like, it was okay. It was the sequel. I'm sorry, it's a better movie.
I haven't seen
Here's the problem with Sleepless in Seattle. The problem with the Sleepless in Seattle is they don't get together at the very end. So you don't have enough Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan time. You've got mail, hanging out the whole movie. End of argument.
I've got another one.
End of argument.
I've got another one that would absolutely make the list. Birdcage.
Okay, not for me. Great movie, not for me. Not my favorite slice of pizza.
Are there any
it's your favorite slice of pizza?
Are there any animated movies on your list?
Dude, yeah, South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. And then I was really thinking about the Disney movies, and I go, and Toy Story. Toy Story definitely made the cut. I was like, any of the Disney musicals, and I go, I mean, they meant so much to me as a kid, and I go, I just don't know if I need, if they need to be in my rotation anymore. It's weird to say you've outgrown them.
See, that's why
I haven't outgrown them. I think I've internalized everything I need to from those movies.
They're also in the this is not the zeitgeist, but like they're in the cultural sphere a lot. Like we hear about them a lot, we see them a lot. They're on Broadway, not anymore.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like it's hard to escape them anyway. It's like if you hadn't seen anything Aladdin, in 5 years, and then you go, oh yeah, let's watch Aladdin. But right, it's on Broadway. It's still in pop culture, so you're inundated with it all the time. That is a fair point. Whereas you're not inundated with as good as it gets.
There's a movie I rewatched recently that is I don't think it would make my list, but I'm just bringing it up because I think it's a borderline animated movie that would make my list. And it's a musical, which is An American Tail.
Fievel Goes West?
No.
Dude.
The original Fievel.
I take it back. You know what movie I need to fucking see soon? Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, yeah.
Rescuers Down Under, dude, that opening shot. When I saw that opening shot in theaters, it was like one of the first CG shots ever put on screen.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
And you go, holy shit.
It's like you're
so cool.
Yeah, it's like you're on the seagull or whatever. Like
and the whole eagle in that movie is so cool. Dude, and the McLeach, what a fun villain, dude. That movie rocks. It's on the list. It's going on the list.
Have you seen An American Tail, the first Fievel movie?
Fievel Goes West. Yeah, not
Fievel Goes West. Fievel Goes West is the second one.
That's the sequence. That's the second one.
Yeah, the first one is Fievel: An American Tail, and it's
I don't remember. It didn't stick with me, so I'm going with the no on that one.
It is so dark, and so
Well, that was the age of really dark Disney movies.
Not a Disney movie.
Oh, that's not Disney.
Don Bluth Productions. Don Bluth made a bunch of movies. He left Disney.
He made Black Cauldron.
He left Disney and started making all of these like hand drawn. His animation is gorgeous.
Yeah, he's got that dark stuff.
Like he did All Dogs Go to Heaven. He did Anastasia. He did all the Fievel movies. He did Thumbelina. And there's a shot in Fievel where there's this, because the cats are Nazis and the mice are trying to get away from the Nazis, and they get to America and the cats are there, and and Fievel is trying to the mice are trying to like come up with a way to defeat the cats, and they make, at the very, very end of the movie, they make this like giant mouse machine sculpture, and it like bursts through this like locked fence, and there's like green light coming out of it, and it finally like bursts through, and there's smoke, and like it's got snarling teeth that like the mice are controlling from inside. It's the animation is like scratchy.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
It was gorgeous. And I'm like, I don't know, you don't see a lot of dark, scary animation like that in the middle.
Dude, I'm thinking about the why I'm not like itching to watch Lion King and those movies again. And they go, no, it's just Disney inundation. It really is.
Yeah. You see them everywhere.
It's just too much. Like Lion King hasn't escaped Lion King has been in the public eye since 1990 when it came out. 4.
Yep.
And it's never left. So you're never a
Fun-
moment without a Lion King reference. That's
Mhm.
also the thing where I go, yeah, I'll see it again. Like,
It was
because
on
it's
Broadway,
it's
went on
constantly
tour,
in my face.
remake.
Remakes, you know what I mean? So it's like, because I think that might be my favorite of at least the 90s, or the golden age, whatever you call that era, Disney's. I think it's Lion King for me.
Golden Age.
Dude, I used to watch Lion King, dude, after school, fucking put on the VHS.
Mhm.
Dude, it was so cool.
In honor of it being like the 60th anniversary
so
of it
cool.
today is it's a borderline one that would make the list, is a Goofy movie.
Yeah, Goofy movie. That's borderline for me.
That came out today. I don't know how many years ago. What?
Dude, that music is sick.
20 years
Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai?
Jamiroquai is the guy. That's the music, right?
No. It's like some independent guy.
No, Jamiroquai sings Powerline. Is Powerline.
Is it?
Jamiroquai. Goofy movie.
I'm adding some of these to my list.
Let's see. Can't he? Well, no, that's Stand Up. Okay. I thought Jamiroquai had something to do with it.
Willie.
Who played Powerline? I thought it was Jamiroquai. Who played Powerline in a Goofy movie? Oh, Tevin Campbell. Why did I think Jamiroquai had anything to do with? I guess I'm wrong. Maybe it just sounded like Jamiroquai.
Yeah,
That's
it
probably
did. It did.
It just sounded like Jamiroquai. Stand up. Or is it stand out? Is it stand out? It's stand up.
Yeah. Some people set up for the typical thing. Living all your life, living in the wings. That one.
Seeing that eye to eye.
Talk about a movie that, like, talk about an amazing opening, number one, and like captures feeling, for me, like outcast, and then making like this grand gesture at school and people looking at you differently. Speaking
of Jamiroquai, Napoleon Dynamite used to be a movie I really loved. And I go, but that's also a movie you never need to see again.
I rewatched Wet Hot American Summer recently.
Oh, that's 100% on my list. That's a top.
It's not on my list. It's not on my list anymore.
Well, are you telling me you never need to see it again?
No, I never need to see it again.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I think it's really absurd.
Top 5 for all time. That's a movie I will be watching on my deathbed.
You think it's in your top 5 out of that list?
Dude, it's a top 10. It's yes. Dude, that movie's a life changer. Dude, that movie is
beautiful, but it's not on my list anymore.
Is one of my happy places. God damn, that movie is amazing. Fuck, when he's just in the kitchen, when Paul Rudd's just in the kitchen knocking over trays.
Oh, that's a classic. That's a classic scene.
The four, and then Janine Garofalo goes, well, "Pick it up." he goes, "Oh my god, it's so fun." They're having so much fun making that movie. I think that's what the appeal is.
I wonder how much of that was improvised.
I mean, that's the question you have.
No, I want to know a little bit about.
You don't even like it, John. Okay, here we go. Look at this 1-2 punch. I got American President. Might be the great. Okay,
that's
for me. It's one of the great romantic comedies of all time. The American President, incredible movie, followed by Tusk. That's a fun one too, right there.
The American President, I agree, that would be on my list, but I think Tusk is like what you said about Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like, you would watch the scenes, but not the whole movie.
No, you're.
I would watch the scenes,
dude. Tusk has too many scenes for you to say that about. Tusk
It's got like 3 scenes that I
Dude,
would
are you
want to
fucking
watch.
kidding me? When Johnny Depp shows up? Spoiler alert. Dude, the movie goes into that fun third act with Johnny Depp. Holy hell.
I love scary.
Michael Parks is incredible. Dude, I tell you, it's a movie no movie on this list has ever made me simultaneously terrified and laughing my ass off in the same moment.
I think you have I think you have a higher bar for horror than I do.
What do you mean
I mean,
bar?
I can't.
You mean
I
like a
think you have
scare
higher bar.
threshold?
Like there's a bar for horror where you're like, oh, this is fun, or oh, this is scary, and oh, I'm legitimately scared, and then oh, I'm repulsed to my stomach and I might vomit. Like for me, it is a brilliant movie for the reasons you mentioned, but there are moments in that movie where you're watching like obscene horror, and I'm like, I have to avert my eyes or pause.
But it's also simultaneously hilarious, which is crazy. And he struck this perfect note where they intersect, where horror and comedy intersect, and you are simultaneously laughing and being horrified. And you're horrified at how you're laughing at this. It's pure genius.
I agree.
I've never seen it. I've never experienced it in any other movie. I've experienced, humor in horror movies and horror in comedy, but not simultaneously.
What's another? I
probably should just go by like genres. Okay, so romantic comedies on here. I got American President. I got You've Got Mail. I've got now romantic comedies. Is that what I said? Okay, romantic comedies. What else do I got? Okay, now here's a movie that meant it's not a romantic comedy, it's a romance movie. Dude, you ever seen The Piano?
Yes.
Dude, I haven't seen that in years and I need to see it again.
I haven't seen that in a long, long time.
And I think I've avoided it because that movie was so moving. That movie is like too moving for me to watch again. So it has to go on the list. I remember being destroyed watching that movie.
I saw a romantic comedy recently that was for me was close. It's hard. I think it's hard to see new movies that really wow you because now the bar is everything that's ever been made. But there was a new movie that came out called A Woman on Fire.
What's that?
It came out earlier this year.
Wait, have you seen this movie?
Yeah.
And you liked it?
I don't know if it would make.
Well, then the answer is, if you don't know, the answer is no.
The Woman on Fire.
There's no waffling on this.
I'm not waffling.
Yes list. If you waffle a little bit, it's out.
I mean, are we categorizing them by genre?
Well, John, I have 73 movies here.
I'm
trying to categorize 73 movies here. You've named 3, so you don't need to bother with that.
I've named 6.
That's generous. Okay. But okay, so The Piano is on my list because I definitely that's like going to be first up because I haven't seen that movie in years. But let's see if I have any more romantic comedies that I must see. I think that's it. So as far as is Rescuers Down Under a romantic comedy? No, it's an action movie. It's an action movie, right? It has romance elements though. Okay, so right now, so I still have room for 20 movies where I could fit some more romantic comedies in, but off the top of my head, and it's honestly my favorite romantic comedies of all time are You've Got Mail and The American President, and then I said one more, right?
You should have said As Good as It Gets.
Yeah, but that's borderline now because like I've seen it so many times, and I don't know if I need to see it again. I don't know if I need to see it again, or maybe that's because I've seen it within 5 years, which means it needs to go on the list. So that's where it gets a little tricky. Yes, but that's a great romantic comedy of all time. Okay. Now let's go. Now, what probably makes up the most of my list is.
What about A Princess Bride?
Nah, dude, great movie. Objectively great movie. I can't fault anyone who loves it. It just never was my baby,
Okay.
It wasn't my slice of pizza. Great movie though. Great movie.
Directed by the same guy as The American President.
Aaron's. Oh, Rob Reiner. Yeah,
Rob
yeah.
Reiner.
Speaking of, okay, let's go Rob Reiner movies. A Few Good Men. That's on my list.
When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, but see, no, that's a romantic comedy. That's just great movie. Not for me. I was like courtroom dramas. I think A Few Good Men's the only courtroom drama I have on my list. But A Few Good Men means a lot to me. That's a movie I need to see many times. And then also, but like you could say like Toy Story is a romantic comedy. It's between two toys.
Yes, I agree.
It's a buddy comedy, you know, which is basically the same thing.
They find out they need it. It's exactly
Yeah, two people who start, or two toys who start hating each other, fall in love in the end. That's exactly what that movie is. So that counts.
Toy Story has. You're right. Toy Story would have to be on, I think, anyone's list who's seen it.
Well, I have a lot of buddy comedies. You know, buddy comedies and romantic comedies are cousins to each other. I love buddy comedies, like Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's a buddy drama, but it's a buddy movie.
Here's a movie that a lot of people that I don't think a lot of people like as much as I do, but would make my list because it's personal to me. Is The Blues Brothers.
Oh yeah, great movie. 100% great movie. Romantic comedy, Silver Linings Playbook. That's on there. Dude, yeah, my 3 favorite romantic comedies: Silver Linings Playbook, You've Got Mail, and The American President. Silver Linings Playbook is stupid good. Okay. And then I got 90s action movies. I got Apollo 13. I've got Jurassic Park. I've got The Rock. I've got what else am I missing from the 90s action movies? Gremlins 2. Heat.
Heat. Yeah.
Fucking Heat, man. Heat is so good. Heat.
What's the movie where Robert De Niro is like, "You blew it"?
Oh, dude, Copland. How did I not put that down? Copland's in. Copland, undiscovered masterpiece. People don't realize that the movie's a fucking masterpiece. Like the fact that Copland isn't mentioned in the same sentence with like Goodfellas and Scar, you know, like your typical like you know, iconic, you know, crime movies. Yeah. Copland is a perfect movie. Copland is too good. That's on there. Can't believe forgot it. So we're up to 75 now.
Wait a minute. Here's a question. I want to butt in real quick.
Yeah.
Because you're coming up with these pretty quickly.
I got 75.
Yeah. Again, pretty quickly. Here's my question. If you had a list of 200 movies, could you shorten the...
Yeah, it would be once a week, for sure. But you start with
come up with a list of 200.
Yeah, but we're not... The idea isn't to find good movies to watch.
I know. And I'm asking the greatest.
Favorite.
Right. So, I mean, listen, as a cinephile who's seen maybe every great movie, objectively great and not objectively great, I think your list could be larger. You could have a list of 200.
It's potential. We're getting there, but like, this is where we're at. Dude, I skipped over fucking more 90s action movies. So I said Twister, Signs, so good. Dude, we'll just do action movies. Terminator and Terminator 2. Dude, the original Terminator is one of the most exciting movies ever made.
You're right.
I don't know if movies. It is 100 miles an hour. That movie never lets up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What that movie and The Matrix get right, that so many movies get wrong, even the MCU, sorry. Here's the deal. They start with a bad guy that the good guys are terrified of.
Yeah.
In the MCU, you got guys that go, who's the next bad guy? Well, guess we'll take care of him. No. In Terminator and The Matrix, the bad guys, the minute they learn of the good guys, the minute they learn of the bad guys, they go, oh, fuck, we got to get out of here. It's just awesome. You go, oh my God. Like when Trinity, the beginning of The Matrix, is like she's kicking ass, right? She goes, oh man, she's kicking all these cops' asses. But then an agent shows up and she freaks out. And you go, oh my God, these bad guys must be fucking scary. Yeah. And you go, and it makes the movie so cool because the good guys are terrified of them.
Also, the special effects in that movie are not to like they're incredible and they're not too much. They don't overpower the whole movie.
Well,
But-
yeah, they're mind blowing, but and most of them are practical. But like, but it's like, here's the thing. Like, take the MCU for example. You got Thanos, right? And he's the big bad of this movie, and you got guys just cracking jokes about him. Oh, he's Grimace.
Yeah.
And you go, in this universe that spans 16 movies and a literal universe.
Yeah.
You got a bad guy you can just crack a joke about?
Yeah.
No. You should have a bad guy that strikes terror in your top dog.
I agree.
That's the basis for all great movies.
I think people are afraid of talking about or showing evil and dread, like real.
But it's like, but you don't need to. He doesn't need to do anything more extreme than your typical, like Agent Smith. He doesn't do it. What he does is he just strikes so much fear. It's more of that the good guy's reaction than it is the bad guys, because Agent Smith's got a typical world domination motive and he's really powerful, but so is Thanos. Every bad guy's generally powerful. It's just how the good guys react to them that gives the movie its stakes.
Yes.
And that's why when Trinity and Morpheus from the get-go were like, agents are the scariest thing in the world, you have to run. You go, holy shit, what a bad guy. And even like they're even his minions, dude. It's any agent. It's like his in all these fucking MCU like superhero movies, minions are disposable.
Can I butt in really quick just to add on what you said about good guys reacting to bad guys?
Yeah.
I just want to butt in and say, even though Tusk is not on the list for me, Justin Long runs a clinic on being terrified.
Oh, dude.
Like if you're an actor watching
that's
this,
why it's so scary.
Yeah,
that's
if you're an actor watching this and you want to know how to be terrified, watch Justin Long in Tusk. His whole body is like shaking and like it's awesome.
What's also amazing about it is he's not just being scared, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
he's
I know.
like he's also finding that perfect note where you go, that weird note of funny. And why can't I plug in my computer?
I don't know. I'm just terrified. I'm terrified at the moment that I'm coming in too hot on this mic.
Also, and then that same rule applies for Terminator, where
yeah,
dude, they are on the run and scared for their goddamn lives, man.
Yeah.
They are running. They can't run faster, and that's
you know
why
what
the
else?
movie flies.
I also really like
is literally like there aren't movies where they say it's an edge of the seat thriller. That movie is a literal edge of the seat thriller.
Yeah. Another reason I like that movie is the hero. Who's the guy who plays the scrawny hero who like comes back and help her?
Oh yeah, he was also an alien. Damn it, let's look up his actor's name.
Whatever his name is, he's like not your typical like.
He plays not Griggs. What's in Alien? In Aliens cast. Sorry, he's in Aliens.
Well, the reason I like him is that he's like that actor nowadays would
Michael
Bean.
Bean.
That actor nowadays would be cast by someone who is like shredded.
Well,
and he's like this scrawny like.
Well, the problem is you can't make a movie these days, or you don't make a movie these days where the good guys are scared of the bad guys, because all good guys got to be cool.
Yeah, like in Guardians of the Galaxy, Chris Pratt is like,
we're all cool. Everybody's cool. Nobody's scared, man.
Yeah.
And you go, dude, the problem is comedy now is how casual can you be? And you go, and you're undermining your whole movie, because movies shouldn't be casual. They should be the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Jesus. Anyway, that's why Terminator and The Matrix are awesome, because their bad guys are so scary. And that's why Terminator 2 is awesome, because you flip the script and the bad guy's the good guy now. So cool.
Would The Matrix 2 make your movie list?
No, dude, the Matrix sequels are garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage, dude. And here's why, dude, I spent a lot of time re-editing the Matrix sequels into something watchable. Here's the thing. The reason why the Matrix sequels don't work, because the Matrix 1 is a standalone movie, and by the end of the Matrix, he's Jesus. So you go, well, you're starting your sequels from the point of Neo is Jesus and all powerful. Where do you go from there? And the answer is you can't, because you give him all the power in the world. He can literally do anything. So you have no movies to make. So you're screwed. But beyond that, the problem is they spend so much time about Zion, and who gives a flying crap about Zion? Because you know why The Matrix is awesome? Is because it's the idea that The Matrix is us.
Mm-hmm.
Is that that you're in the Matrix. You're watching the movie and go, dude, that's your world. It looks like yours, and your office job, like you're plugged in, and you go, holy shit, that's the appeal of the Matrix. And then Neo, so what I mean? So that's the appeal. And then 2 and 3, they go, screw that. We're going to go hang out in a cave. You care about caves, right? And you go, no, I can't relate to a cave. I can't relate to a cave party. Sorry. What about the Matrix, where you could do all that cool shit? And they totally forget about the appeal of their own movie. Anyway, that's why the sequels fail.
Okay, here's a question. Before the sequels came out, before the quote unquote sequels, quote unquote reinventions came out, would Star Wars have made your list?
Star Wars is on my list, of course.
It is?
Of course.
Star Wars Episode 2 might be on my list, but it's so much for me. It's kind of like the Disney. For me, it's kind of like the Disney.
What you just said.
For me, it's kind. Let me finish. For me, it's kind of like the Disney rule, where it's like so much. I see it everywhere. I know everything. I can recite the movie.
John, I couldn't even tell you what the title of Episode 2 is.
The Empire Strikes. Oh, not Episode 2. The Episode 7. The Empire Strikes Back. Episode 5.
Yes, John. I honestly, I remember 1 is Attack of the Clones, 3 is the Revenge of the Sith, 2. I honestly don't remember what 2 is.
I think it's No,
Phantom. Right. Phantom Menace is 1. Is Attack of the Clones 2?
2 is Attack of the Clones. 3 is
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, those are garbage.
3 Darth Vader. The Making of Darth Vader.
The Making of Darth Vader. But of course, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi are on the list. Of course they are. We haven't gotten that genre yet, which is 70s action movies. I think that's it I got for 70s action movies. Though those, let's see, the oldest movies I have on my list. Star Wars is it also Doctor Strangelove?
Oh yeah,
so funny. There's no other movie like it. And then dude, Color of Money. Color of Money is so good. Dude, I'm on such a Paul Newman kick right now. If you didn't know, Paul Newman's a goddamn movie star.
Yeah.
Goddamn movie star.
Yeah, if you want it,
Jesus Christ.
I need to rewatch some of his. What are some other Paul Newman movies that make the list?
There's one that I need to see, because I was looking at Courtroom Drama. Have you ever seen The Verdict?
I have.
You have?
A long time ago, yes.
It's a Sidney Lumet, Paul Newman joint that I have not seen, and I probably will watch tonight because I've not seen it. And I'm in the mood for a courtroom drama, and I love me some Paul Newman. And Sidney Lumet is pretty good. Sidney Lumet also made Before the Devil Knows You Dead, great Philip Seymour Hoffman movie. Watched the other night. Must watch.
What about Cool Hand Luke?
Oh, I thought you say Cool Runnings, and I go, damn, that's pretty good.
No, I mean,
Cool Hand Luke. The problem with Cool Hand Luke is, well, no, I guess there's no problem with Cool Hand Luke. It's just, I don't need to see it again. That's it. It's great. And also, I mean, I think we've talked about it. It's the same movie as One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but with just 2 different leads in a different setting, which is fine. They're both great movies. Nothing wrong with that. But I think there's something in the fact that I've seen the movie twice made differently.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? Let's see. How many musicals do I have? I got South Park Bigger Longer Uncut.
Oh, you know what musical would make mine? Singing in the Rain.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm good.
I like it.
Well, John?
It's charming.
You said you like it. Do you love it, or do you like it? There's plenty of movies I like, John. I like Singing in the Rain. I like it. Do you love it? Do you need it? Does it pump blood through your veins? I don't think so. You said you like it.
I don't know.
John, we need to get you more passionate, John.
I have plenty of passion. All right.
Well, maybe it's just not about movies.
Oh my God.
John, I need to hear the movies you love, John, not the movies you like. Don't you ever use the word like again in my house. These are movies you love. Dude.
Ooh. No.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I was gonna say the producers, but no, changed my mind.
Because you like it.
Yeah.
I
love the Broadway musical, but I don't love the movie.
Okay, more action movies I probably need to take it. I wrote the original Mission Impossible, well, not the original Tom Cruise Mission Impossible. I think I need to take it out. I think it's a movie I like. But Sunshine and X-Files Fight the Future.
Yeah, you turned me on to that.
Dude, those are top 10 movies for me. God, they're so good. X-Files Fight the Future what's cool about it is there aren't many, at least good, detective sci-fi movies. A sci-fi detective, an institutional. It's like, yeah, like what do we categorize that movie when we're breaking it down as?
It's buddy. It's not a buddy love movie. It's an
investigative. It's a detective movie.
Yeah, it's a whodunit.
It's a It's a whodunit, but with aliens, and which makes it so cool.
Oh,
and it's just so well done. That's what's cool is the level. It's just there are many great government conspiracy movies. 12 Angry or All the President's Men. You can name them all, but how many of them have aliens?
Okay, here's a question: is The Thing like a detective movie?
No, Thing is a monster in the house movie.
Okay,
it's just Thing is pretty standard horror fare. I mean, it's great, but it's a pretty standard horror formula. You're trapped in a place with a thing, and you got to survive it.
Yeah.
Which is what Alien is. Alien and The Thing are the same movie, though Alien's better. Or for me at least.
What categories have we hit? What's left?
I mean, there's so many categories. Also, like, dude, the whole Oceans franchise, so cool. Dude, that's a heist movie. We haven't even those are the best heist movies. That trilogy, it's one of the great trilogies ever. The Oceans is probably my favorite heist movie. With leaning Oceans 11 and 13, 12 is
What about Inside Man?
Yeah, it's a good movie. Not my bag though. It's good. Don't love it. Like it, don't love it.
I really
John?
really
Do you love it though? You don't.
Can I?
No, John. There's no wishy-washy. It's a bleep yes or a bleep no, or it's a bleep yes or it's out.
Then no.
You have to think about it. It's out.
Then no.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Also, we got to go down the Christopher Nolan list, man. Interstellar, my favorite movie of his. Interstellar, 100%, makes me cry like a baby, and it's about space, and it's awesome.
I like the beginning of this live stream.
And then the Batman movies are great. It's like you got to watch them all. They're great. Inception. Inception's borderline for me. It's just too convoluted for its own good, and I got problems with it. Like the fact that his idea of a dreamscape is just a James Bond set. I mean, that's cool, but you go, but that's not what dreams are like, though. Dreams are like way crazier. Like
but
the
if
movie, What Dreams May
you
Come.
need to see Inception in like 5 years if you.
No, see, that's the thing. It's like I may be good there. I may never need to see it again.
Okay, so we're doing what I naturally asked at the beginning, which is we're distilling what are the qualities? A need to see it.
Yeah.
Like a desperate need to see it.
Yeah.
Can
you go the rest of your life without seeing this movie again, or do you need to see it again?
Okay. So the stakes are pretty high for this list.
That's how else can I communicate? This is
I'm
your
asking.
list.
Okay,
John, you got to take
I'm
100
trying
movies.
to dis. Okay.
John, it's just
My now I okay.
see.
Okay.
Here's the thing. No, John. Actually, here's the thing. See, I think you wouldn't have a problem making a list like this, and I'm not saying like for like anime shows, right? Or would that be hard for you to do?
I think I would have the same problems, but I
Really?
think I have a couple in the can.
Oh man, John, we got to work on it. Also got, let's see, horror movies. I got seven. Seven's, well, that's a detective movie though, detective horror, but seven's incredible.
Oh, I got another one.
What?
This is a movie. This is a need movie. The Professional.
Yeah, I'm good there. It's a great movie. I'm good. You love that movie, huh?
I love it. I love it. I love every moment.
Cool.
I love Gary Oldman in that movie. He's insane.
He's
unhinged.
Insane in that movie.
Unhinged.
Yeah, he is.
He looks like a movie
insane.
star.
He. You know what's fun about because also like when you hear Gary Oldman interviewed and stuff, and just how he talks about his acting, you can tell that in that movie he's got such a giant chip on his shoulder that like it's not about the character in the scene. It's about way more than that.
Yeah.
He's like it's a huge performance. It's so extra.
And
it's great.
Who also gives a movie star performance is Natalie Portman in that movie.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
she
was a
fucking
child
12.
phenom. Yeah. Dude, and you know, it just dawned on me. I don't have a Jim Carrey. No, I do. I have the Truman Show. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't have a Jim Carrey, and I like Ace Ventura. I'm like, I mean, I've absorbed it all. You know what I mean? Like,
what about Liar Liar?
But but here's the thing, Ace Ventura, I've seen it within the past 5 years, so that could be curbing my enthusiasm a little bit. 5 years could pass, and I go, I absolutely need to see it again. So it might have, because that movie, you know, of course, it meant everything to me. So that might have to go on the list with like the thought of, I probably in like a few years it'll have to be on this list. And also the sequel's just as good, When Nature Calls.
The sequel to The Truman Show?
Yeah. And Truman Show's stupid beautiful. It's just, it's so good. I was watching his the documentary about him and on his making of Man on the Moon last night. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, he looks like an asshole.
Well, yeah, I guess. But the fun part of it, you go, maybe he was totally channeling Andy Kaufman. You know, who's to say? It's like, I don't know. You watch, you leave it, and you go, I don't know. Was he just being an asshole, or did Andy Kaufman inhabit his body for the shooting of that film? I go, I don't know. I don't have an opinion either way because I don't know.
I think there's one Daniel Day-Lewis movie that will make the list, which is just There Will Be Blood.
Well, there's two at least.
I saw Gangs of New York recently, and that's not on the list for me.
Oh, it's on the list for me.
No. I'll tell you why. Because after they have their showdown or whatever, the movie just sort of like.
Yeah, it's got a long third act. It has a long third act. It has a long third act. That is the downfall of the movie. But I can't go the rest of my life without seeing that performance again.
And it's also Deus Ex. Okay.
But John, here's the thing. You know what's weird is I'm not getting enough yes from you. And I'm not getting a lot of yeses from you.
Are you kidding?
You know John, how many movies you've listed that you love? 5?
I have about 30 right now.
Okay, lay them on me.
We've already talked about a lot of them.
No, we haven't got the 30 of ones that you love.
Some of them we've talked about
30. We talked a handful of you. You've talked a handful of ones.
Mentioned over 70 movies, and I'm sure someone can count.
John, the ones I've mentioned probably 20 or 30.
I'm not here to defend myself. This is my personal list.
What I'm saying is you're not forthcoming about your list.
Oh my God.
Well, John, if you want to play back the tape, we can track down how many movies you've listed, and I think it's probably 5 or 6.
There are a couple that you've mentioned that are also on my
Okay,
list.
that makes it 7 or 8.
But no, I bet I've got 30.
Okay, read.
You want me to rattle them
volunteer
off?
some.
Fine. I'll rattle them off.
Okay.
Okay. It's a Wonderful Life.
Great.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Great.
As Good as It Gets.
Great.
The American President.
Great.
Princess Bride.
Great.
Parasite. For
You
me,
love that movie, huh?
I do.
Okay.
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, that's on my list too. Bingo. Go.
Toy Story.
Great.
Blues Brothers.
Great.
Alien.
Great.
Predator.
Great.
Heat.
Great.
Copland.
Great.
Aliens.
Great.
Jurassic Park.
Great.
Terminator. The Matrix.
Great.
No Country for Old Men. There Will Be Blood.
Ooh. Dude, Coen Brothers. Yeah. I considered No Country. I think I'm good there, but what did make the list is Burn After Reading.
Oh, not for me.
Are you kidding?
I saw it, but
is so funny.
yeah, it's a great movie.
Well, you gotta have. I'm
Love.
like, I have to have a Coen Brothers movie, and I go, what is it? Which? Oh, and I have Fargo. And no crap. I mean, Fargo's number 1. You don't have Fargo?
No, I just forgot about it.
Well,
I wasn't thinking of Coen Brothers movies.
Dude,
I was just thinking of
Fargo's so
movies
funny.
that I need.
Yeah, Fargo.
No
Fargo
Country for Old Men. There Will Be Blood. Empire Strikes Back. I also put down A New Hope, but that might. Doctor Strangelove. The Verdict. Singing in the Rain. X-Files.
Wait,
Fight the Future.
You love The Verdict?
Yeah.
Like, you love it? You said like you saw it once.
Yeah, and I realized that I haven't seen it in a very long time. That I really loved it, and
So it's just a movie you
Yeah.
need to see again.
no, I need to see it, but like Jack Warden is amazing in it, and
Okay. I think this list is deviating.
Chinatown,
Great.
The Thing.
Great.
And I'm still working on the rest of the list. Interstellar, I put, and then I
Great.
put Dark Knight and Batman Begins. I didn't put Dark Knight Rises.
Dude, it's like, yeah, for me, I have to put down the whole trilogy because I have to see Bane again before, I have to watch. It has to be
The Professional, The
I
Truman
have to
Show.
watch it again.
So I've got like 30.
Okay. That's good. What else is noteworthy in here? Oh, I got both Ninja Turtle movies, the originals. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
They're incredible. Must see again. The only Western I got is Unforgiven. I go,
Oh,
maybe that's a mistake, but I think that's probably my
Unforgiven.
favorite Western of all time. Though
God,
Quick and the
really
Dead's
good.
pretty great.
Have you ever seen Seven Samurai?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, when I was, in college. No thanks. Let's see. Yeah, but is that the best? Those are the best Westerns.
Another one.
Cowboys and Aliens.
Underrated.
You know what's fun is these movies. It's these movies on these movie apps where they're like, there's a movie you can watch called American Cowboys versus Aliens, and it's not Cowboys versus Aliens, which was an already bad movie that didn't do very well, but it's the knockoff of this already bad movie called American Cowboys versus Aliens. And you go, I mean, I haven't watched, but I who's watching that? I think it's just people who didn't. I think the target audience are people who kind of wanted to see Cowboys versus Aliens in theater, missed it, are going to catch it out on video, but then they accidentally click the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why that movie was made, to get an accidental click? And but the idea that they would watch it and go, "Oh, this wasn't a mistake."
Question.
That isn't Daniel Craig.
Speaking of Daniel Craig, do any Bond movies make your list?
Bond is I like Bond, don't love Bond. I like him, don't love him. So
I
make my list.
I rewatched a movie that I hadn't seen in 5 years. I rewatched it for the first time with new eyes. and I'm using the word love here, Casino Royale.
Okay, that's okay. That's all right. That's fine.
And I'll say why, because I used to think maybe I was just stupid in college. It's probably very, very true. But when I rewatched it as an adult, like 2 months ago, I was like, this movie's brilliant. This movie brought Bond out of the gutter. Like, it's dark and fun and funny. It's great.
Okay. Don't feel strongly as you do, but that's fair. That's fine. You feel strongly about it. That's good.
Also, do any Quentin Tarantino movies make the list?
Oh, good point. And I just added a movie list. Inglourious Bastards must be on my list. That's probably number one for me. Yeah, no, that's it. Of all of the Tarantino movies, that's the one for me. Dude,
Not
when that
Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs?
No, I mean they're objectively good movies that I like a lot. Don't crave them. Inglourious Bastards, when I saw it in theaters, I was standing and cheering at the end. It was great. Like you couldn't believe the ending. And so it was that fun. And then, and then Django is great, but it's just like Inglourious Bastards is the one. And yeah. That's the one for me, man.
Yeah.
But good catch there. Oh, dude. Fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
The first one
is a perfect movie. It's so good.
It's
stupid good. It's even if Johnny Depp was just giving a straight ahead performance, it would still be a good movie. The screenplay is tight. It's a very well done action movie. But then you add on top this crazy performance. The score is great. But if you add on top this crazy choice that he made, that is perfect. And you go, oh, this movie's it's one of the most fun experiences ever, which is why it launched a whole 10 movies or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
I was about to sing the theme song, but I was singing the theme song of The Rock. That's The Rock, though.
Yeah, Pirates is dun 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 dun.
Okay. You ever seen The Hurricane starring Denzel Washington? Gotta have a Denzel movie in there.
No.
Dude, that movie makes me cry like a prenatal
God.
Like a prenatal fetus. Am I using that correctly? Prenatal. Does prenatal means before birth? No?
Doesn't
correct
prenatal
me?
mean before conception? No.
Am I gonna Google what prenatal means?
Prenatal.
Yeah,
I guess it's before birth.
Yeah, so that's 100% what I meant. It makes me bawl like a prenatal fetus.
But a prenatal fetus would. That's so you're in the womb sobbing?
I'm in the womb sobbing my eyes out.
Do babies cry in the womb?
John, if you didn't cry in the womb, what the hell were you doing? It's a cold, dark place. Well, it's a warm, dark place.
It's a warm, dark place. I love warm, dark places.
John, you can't move. You can't see.
It's perfect.
Probably smells awful.
It sounds great.
Oh, Jesus. You're covered in goo. And also you got to spend all the time contemplating, like, do I really want to come out?
Wow. You weren't living in the moment like I was.
I guess not. You know what movie I really, dude, I'm going to say really like, so I guess it's got to come off the list. Yep, it's got to come off the list. I said really like. But I was going to say The Martian. I watched it again the other night. And yeah, it's got to come off the list. So it's off the list, but we'll talk about it for a second. Why The Martian is so great is it's a comedy.
Yeah.
It's an unexpected comedy where you go, it very easily could have fallen into like a hard space drama where he's abandoned on Mars and he's got to survive, but it's light and fun. And I go, it's so refreshing how light and fun The Martian is. He's just making poop potatoes and like the whole air. It's like so upon first seeing it, it's like, why is Kristen Wiig in this movie? And like, it was like odd to me. It's because my expectations were for something far more serious. And then I go, oh, it's perfect because this is a comedy. And it is very funny, and it's a fun space comedy, which there just aren't any. There aren't any fun except like Spaceballs.
Baseballs. Yeah.
Like, name another space comedy. You can't.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
or like Jason X. Like a crazy Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, but the books were better. That's something I did read. Actually,
they were way better.
So the movies are like disappointing because the books are incredible. The books are, and I don't read very much. Those books are incredible. Anyway,
space comedy.
Martian's a fun space comedy, which is why it's nice. Though I guess
I have a space comedy that hasn't been made yet. That will be one.
What's that?
I know you hate books, but if I could pitch it to you in less than a minute,
get on with it. What is
the book? It's called Artemis, and it's about a colony on the. It's about a colony on the moon.
Ooh, I got another one that's good actually. Keep going.
It's a colony on the moon, and it's a heist movie. It's this girl who's like lower class. She wants to be like, she works for this. The moon is essentially a tourist trap now, but she is lower class, but she works like smuggling stuff in and out. And it's this really fun, exciting sort of.
So it's fun because it's fun.
Well, you want me to go through I don't want to go through the whole plot of the movie.
If you're pitching it to me, John, you said this movie's fun because it's fun.
No, it's got a great hero. It's about a girl who's poor and she wants to improve her situation. She smuggles stuff, and she's asked for this job to basically help this person take over the oxygen industry on the moon. And
that sounds boring as all hell. What's
fun? Yeah, it's great.
Why?
Because there's a lot of like
oxygen smuggling.
Moments. No, there's a lot of like
oxygen smuggling.
Damn it! In heist movies, they're all about the clock is ticking moments, and there's a lot of really great tension moments in it. And it's also like a why done it, because it's also there's people behind this operation, and like it's great. It's just I'm not very good at pitching it right now, and I'm feeling really self-conscious. But it's a great book that's going to be one day a killer movie.
All right, I got an unconventional Western for you that I think is making my list because I do love this movie. And what's odd about it is I like the series that it's based on. You ever seen Serenity?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Serenity is a great movie. Serenity is a Western in space, and it's so fun. It's so fun. And it's like, and it's, it's an extension of the series that I didn't really get into, but I loved the movie. It has a great villain. It has a nice, scary villain, which I like. A villain legitimately scary and threatening. Yeah. And it's got fun, lovable characters, and they all care for each other.
Nathan Fillion is charming as hell.
Yeah, everybody's charming as hell. There's some fun, Western gunfights. And the bad guy's got a samurai. It's really memorable. So that's I do like watching that movie every so often. But I said I did say
Yeah.
But the thing is, I do like watching it like once every 5 years.
So do you really love it?
Well, the answer is I do want to see it again. I'm not done watching that movie, so it's on the list. Cover
all the genres?
Well, no, not all of them. What's the newest movie I have on here is probably Knives Out.
Oh yeah,
dude, Who Done It? Knives Out is so great.
That I didn't expect that movie to be.
I didn't expect to like that movie at all, and then I loved it. Knives Out is so fun.
Daniel Craig also does a killer job.
Daniel Craig's incredible.
What is
let's see. I also got MacGruber on there.
I just like that movie. I don't love it.
You just like MacGruber?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
I mean, I know you and I shared a love of for a very long time.
But you've abandoned that love.
No, it's not. You said yourself that people can grow.
Oh, you've outgrown MacGruber humor?
I haven't outgrown it. I'm just like, I don't know.
I
Maybe
could watch it right now and have a great time. Oh my God, MacGruber's so Tug.
it does have some killer.
Are you guys okay?
Okay, the fact
MacGruber falls in the category of movies that I didn't like the first time I saw it that grew on me so hard.
also
MacGruber, when I first saw it, I was like, and
also,
then I can't stop.
Also, there's the joke of the license plate, which might
Oh God, that is one of the funniest jokes of all time.
might be one of my.
He can't let go of the guy who keyed his car, and so he just holds onto the license plate number for the entire movie.
And he's yeah.
In fact, it's such a well set up joke that you could say that his character arc in that movie is to just get revenge on the guy who keyed his license plate or keyed his car. And you go, he's more after the guy who keyed his car than he is the bad guy.
No, he didn't key his car.
He did.
No. What happened was he's sitting in the car talking to his friends. It's way more petty than that. MacGruber is sitting in the driver's seat talking to his team, and some guy drives by and says, "Nice car, asshole." He's like, "Fuck you." So all he drove
You're
by.
right. It's nice so much more petty than that.
And then he's like,
KLXYMZ. Dude.
And then
it's the best joke ever.
What's the name of the ripped guy who plays his whatever?
Ryan Phillippe.
Mm-hmm. Ryan Phillippe, and Ryan Phillippe finds his journal at the third act or whatever, towards the end of the movie, and he's just flipping the pages, and it's just
it's just filled with dude. I forgot how petty it was. That's also why that movie is so good. Is the lead guy is so despicable and he's just so pathetic. That's why it's so fun. Is Will Forte, if you think he could be more pathetic, he finds a way to be more pathetic. That's why it's so fun. Oh my God, he's so petty. It's so fun how petty he is. But we're in this day and age where protagonists have to be perfect and flawless and cool. And you go, no. It's so much more fun when they're disasters.
Did you like any of the Star Trek movies?
I'm a Star Wars guy, I like Star Trek, not, I like it.
I think I only like them because I loved the series.
I really like a Star Trek. Was it which is the one with Tom Hardy as playing Patrick Stewart? Insurrection? Is it Insurrection or Generations? Probably Generations, right? Anyway, I like that one because I like Tom Hardy a lot.
Speaking of Tom Hardy, what about what's the movie where he's in the
car? Locke. Locke's great, but I think I've had my run of Locke. I don't think I need to see it again. Locke's incredible though. But no, I mean I got Mad Max Fury Road, and all the and Bane, and what other Tom Hardy things do I have? I think that's it for Tom Hardy on my list. That's enough though. But he's the man.
Got me started.
What?
I'm starting to put together my list. There's some.
I definitely feel that I'm missing some movies, and I go, "Oh my God, how did I miss that?"
What?
I know I'm missing movies that.
What about straight up dramas? We haven't hit a lot of those.
Like what?
Like straight up emotional dramas.
Let's see. I got The Insider for dramas. The Insider with Al Pacino and Russell Crowe about the smoking industry is so cool. So well done. Hurricane is a straight up drama starring Denzel Washington as a boxer wrongly accused. And that's where he says the line. And also, that is the movie he should have won the Academy Award for. He won for Training Day the next year because I think everybody felt bad because he should have won for the Hurricane. That's where he says and I even remember the trailer line where he's like, "Love," or what is it? "Hate got me in here, but love's gonna bust me out." And you go, "Oh, yeah, it will." So good. Oh, I got Blade Runner, of course. Let's see, dramas. Primer's a drama, time travel drama. So cool. Primer's the movie with the lowest budget on here. Made for $7,000. Best time, well, Back to the Future, but one of the great time travel movies ever made.
Yeah.
Because you can watch it forever and never never figure it out, but it's dead on. Dramas, Nightcrawler. That's great. Love Nightcrawler. Such a fun character. Also have Logan, man. There you go. I think is that my only traditional? Well, it's not a traditional superhero movie. I mean, well, I got the Batman movies. I love Logan.
X-Men.
They're just not good enough. I like them a lot. I like the original X-Men movie a ton. That's a borderline one. The original X-Men movie is borderline. Because I did love X-Men.
What about Tobey Maguire early Spider-Man?
Also, X2 is pretty good, right? Anyway. Yeah, dude, really like it. You know what I mean? It's in the category of really, really like. But I'm Batman first and foremost, I guess. But great, obviously great. Straight dramas, Michael Clayton.
Oh yeah.
That generally falls under a category I hate. Movies named after a name that you go, wait, who is this? Like Jack Reacher. You go, I'm sorry, who are you?
Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah, but it's also got a long. But also, dude, that's a fun title because it's a fun name. But like Michael Clayton and Jack Reacher, these aren't fun. Like, they aren't even fun names. Like MacGruber is a great name for a movie because you go, what a goofy name.
Yeah.
Like it tells you something about the movie. But movies like Jack Reacher, Michael Clayton, what's some other ones that are just name movies? You go, who? I generally despise those movies because I just go, come up with a title. Like, why should I give a shit? But Michael Clayton is an incredible movie. It's just the tone of it is so exciting, and I think I have a theme. I have a theme of movies about. I really enjoy uncovering conspiracy movies, and that's a great uncovering conspiracy movie.
Hard to write.
They're all hard to write. I mean, any of these, all these movies are hard to write. What else do I have for straight dramas? Freddy Got Fingered. Let's see. Yeah, like Signs is another. Actually, Signs and X-Files, the movie, are very similar. They're about uncovering, some sort of. It is. They're both kind of like whodunits, but with aliens.
I feel like there's some genres we haven't touched on. I'm not talking about directors, but like straight up genres. Like we've hit romances, we've hit comedies, we've hit dramas, we've hit action, we've hit whodunits, we've hit romances, we've hit.
You ever seen Drive?
Yes.
Dude, I love Drive. I was obsessed with that movie when it came out. Obsessed with Drive.
Thrillers, we've hit thrillers.
Human beings and a real hero. Dude, because also it's fun when movies like start a new trend. Like Ryan Gosling's performance in Drive really just changed the way he acted for the rest of his career. He's been doing an impression of his Drive character ever since, where it's just like that Ryan Gosling's acting range sketch, remember? It's all based off the movie Drive, where he just did nothing. And it was cool. It was perfect for that movie. It works so good, where he's just kind of this faceless guy drifting through life. And he just kind of drifts into this criminal underground.
There are some. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And the movie's so stylized that this kind of empty performance works. But here's the thing. Ryan Gosling prior to Drive was a dynamic actor. Dude, him in Half Nelson, him in The Believer, he was dynamic. And then he became a movie star. And you go, I kind of miss the actor, man. Like, he was a dynamo. And then he did Drive and became a movie star where I don't act anymore. I just am. And you go, yeah, but you were more fun when you were acting.
I have a couple genres I'm going to throw at you that we don't have a ton of.
Yeah.
All right. One of them is war movies. We don't have a ton of those.
War movies aren't my thing, man. I'm good. I don't like, the closest thing to a war movie I'd like enjoy watching again is like The Edge of Tomorrow. It's, it's like
you don't love it.
Battle. Dude, no. War movies are not. I don't ever need to see Saving Private Ryan again. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about musicals?
Dude, honestly, I put Cats in here. I have to, dude. Cats. Yes. Cats. It's one of the most fun movie-going experiences I've ever had. And
yes,
and I need to experience it many more times in my life.
But I think it's because the two times I saw it, it was the theater was filled to the brim with people. It was like a cult icon.
Dude, I saw it twice. One time nobody was there. One time it's filmed with a brim. I had great time both times. It's an unbelievable movie, and not necessarily in the good way. It's just unbelievable.
But you love it, and you want to see it every 5 years.
I love it because, dude, and what makes the movie so charming, what makes the movie so charming is that everybody in that movie is going for the Academy Award. That's why it's so weird.
That's true.
It wouldn't work if people knew they were in something kind of disastrous. If people knew and then they kind of just like threw it in, it would be unwatchable. But the fact people are going for it is so charming and so misguided. And that's why it's this perfect disaster.
And you can tell
it really is a perfect movie.
You can tell also that the dancers are really giving it their all, but their dancing is being overshadowed by the bad CGI.
Well, yeah, but see, God, they really screwed over these dancers because you assume really good dancing is happening, but then at the same time, you can tell that certain actors' feet are painted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you go, what? Is anyone dancing or some? So any real dancing in the movie, you can't give any credit to because you don't know who's actually dancing. That's it. Oh,
they undercut the dancing right at the beginning of the movie when someone jumps like to a box, and then you can tell they make them fly a little bit, and then they land on the box. Like,
dude? From the opening frame, when that dude's head is just bobbling away, you're in.
It's like this. It's like, yeah. All right. So musicals, not a ton.
Well, no, and then I have South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut.
Oh yeah.
I have Team America World Police that has songs in it. That's not a musical though.
I have a movie that I need to see again. That's an animated film. That I love, and that's Howl's Moving Castle.
Don't know what that is.
Miyazaki film.
Oh, Miyazaki stuff.
It's like Spirit. He made Spirited Away.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar.
It's gorgeous. It's funny. It's exciting. It's sweet. It makes me want to cry. It's great.
It makes you want to cry or makes you cry?
It makes me cry. I love that.
Okay,
movie.
Let's own up to it.
Let's be real here. Is also close because
which one?
Princess Mononoke is a close one for me, but not quite.
I'll have to be honest, say I haven't seen them.
What about historical dramas? Any historical dramas?
Like what? Apollo 13 is a historical drama.
Okay.
Dude, Apollo 13 is so good. Apollo 13 would be a perfect movie, except for the final shot of the film, which weirdly, if you watch the literal final scene in the movie, they clearly ran out of money because the final shot, the final shot in the movie is some extra's face. It's really bizarre. I
don't remember this.
Abrupt. He's getting off the plane after he's been picked up out of from the sea. Tom Hanks and his crew.
Yeah.
They've been picked up and they're landing on like a naval ship. And he's getting down from the airplane, and there's a voiceover saying, some men, get to go to the moon, others learn a lesson, or whatever the voiceover is. And it's a slow-mo of him getting off the plane. And it's so abrupt after this beautiful third act and he goes, oh, we're ending this thing. And then on top of it, like the slow-mo cuts as this just random dude crosses the frame. And you go, oh, we're not even going to end on Tom Hanks' face. It's so weird. It's so tacked on. It almost feels like the studio was like, Ron Howard, we need Ron Howard. Ron, you need to end this movie with a voiceover, so they know the movie's over, because it's such a it just sucks because the movie up to that point is so drama filled, and one of my favorite movies of all time up to that point.
There's a couple. There's one other I think that we really don't have. We don't have any really slashers.
I'm not a big. No, I don't enjoy the genre very much. I don't enjoy slasher.
Maybe Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, well, dude, Alien is a slasher
right.
movie.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a traditional monster in the house horror movie.
Nightmare on Elm Street I don't love
me
it.
though. I don't need. I don't want to see blood unless it's from an alien.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do war movies. No blood unless it's from aliens. Then it can be as gory as you want. Alien gore, best gore. Otherwise, I'm good. I'm real good.
Yeah, Predator's a slasher. I don't know if that makes your list.
Yeah, no, but that's alien gore, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I agree.
Supernatural gore, go to town, man. I was trying to think of there's some movies that are escaping me right now that I know I love. Okay, man. For the most part, I think I've exhausted most of this list. Is there anything that
you don't like James Bond? Any other spy movies that we missed? What about Bridge of Spies? No.
Dude, no. I don't have. Well, the only Spielberg movie I have is Jurassic Park, I think. E.T. is one of those movies. I think it's because it haunted me as a kid that I never need to see it again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jaws.
Yeah, but it's I also don't need to see that again.
I do.
No, but it is great. Jaws is
good. I do.
Jaws is great.
I love it. Because here's why.
You don't need. Of course, it's great.
I expected it to be. I guess I just lumped it into monster movie.
Yeah, no, it's not.
And I was like, this is just going to be a monster movie. I didn't see it until last year.
No, it's a movie about bureaucracy. It's a bureaucratic movie.
It's a love letter to sharks.
Well, that, and also, but it's mostly about a guy just fighting the bureaucracy to get people to stay away from the beaches. It's about a movie about a guy trying to close a beach, and he's having a hard time doing it. But that's why it's great. It's so fun. And then with that awesome third act where they're on the boat fighting the shark.
Yeah, when they're on the boat talking to each other about all their scars.
The reason that movie ended up being so great is because they were having problems with the shark. Steven Spielberg wanted to show so much more of that shark, but it wasn't working. So they had to do this bureaucracy thing for 2 acts of going, he can't close the beaches. Are you going to close the beaches?
Yeah.
And, but it's great. It's,
the first Indiana Jones would make the list for me.
I love it. Sorry, I really like Indiana Jones. I don't think it makes my list though.
It's a hero. It's a man.
It's great. It's great. They're great.
Man, Harrison
great
Ford
movies.
Looks like a hero.
Oh, he's a damn hero, of course.
The Mummy, the first Mummy.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser.
I love that movie. Love that movie. Also, I had I don't know why I said had. I have an unbelievable crush on Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, you didn't need to volunteer that, but you did.
Well, what are you gonna do?
No, nothing now. I was trying to think. There's kind of. I know there's a documentary too that I love. I can't think of at the moment. But this is a damn good list that could keep. I mean, I'm still at like 70. I'm still approaching 80. Over the next week, I'll be able to finish this to get it to 100.
What's
Oh,
on
a
your
musical,
list?
dude. I also have Sing Street on here, man. Talk about a
Oh,
movie that doesn't get
yeah.
love. I love Sing Street.
We saw that together.
Dude, Sing Street. I also have a hard time watching it because it's so moving. Where I go, I put off watching it because I connect to it too deeply. The music on there is stupid good.
It's really the album is
so
unbelievable.
great.
They capture like the that time period really well in the music.
Yeah.
Gotta pull up the album.
Dude, God, that it's the model, the secret of the model. What's that one?
The rhythm of
the rhythm of the model.
The riddle of the model. The riddle.
The riddle of the model.
Riddle of the model.
God. The riddle of the model.
Yeah, and then Drive It Like You Stole It.
Yeah, dude, that album's great.
Drive it like you stole it. Whatever. Great.
All right, man. I think we're approaching the end here.
I mean, movies, guys.
Okay.
You like film?
Oh boy. Okay.
Maybe we should end it with a voiceover, like Apollo 13.
Dude, I'm going over a list. I go, yeah, but then you gotta make a list within this list because there's movies I love more than others. Like, dude, fucking Sunshine. I've probably seen that movie 5 times in the past 5 years, and I want to.
So you gotta make a 1-year list.
But I want to watch it like tonight. Sunshine is so cool. That soundtrack is changed the game. It's the minute that movie came out, everybody was using that soundtrack for trailers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also so people will know the soundtrack but never seen the movie. And then it's such a cool concept for a movie. The sun is dying is the first line of the movie. And you go, whoa.
Yeah, there's no bigger existential dread than that.
The sun is dying. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. What a fun way to start a movie. Our sun is dying. You go, oh shit, what do we do now? That's why you're watching for 2 hours. And you go, hell yeah. And then people hate the third act. I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has a fun, crazy villain. And he's scary. And he's scary. And he's scary. That's the key word. Key word of the night, folks. Have a scary villain and your movie won't suck. And, it's just like, it's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard.
Preach.
It has very little to do with the villain's motivation. Like, the villain can want anything bad, but your good guys gotta be scared of him.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it don't make no sense. All right.
Okay. Do they have a movie where you have a good guy who's scared of something that's like absolutely not scary? Like a squirrel? That would make it a comedy.
Is that it?
No, you didn't stop.
It, right? I stopped it, right?
We're still nope.
It's still going?
Yeah. Let me give you the line again.
Wait, how do you stop this thing?
At the top it says live on you. I don't know.
Is this
maybe
can you not?
Hang up.
Okay, here, John. Go. Start talking about
All right, let me start again.
Okay.